Hi everyone. Sorry I couldn't be there for the presentation. I'm actually in Atlanta right now, probably sitting in a very stuffy conference room listening to a very boring speaker. So hopefully our presentation is more entertaining than what I have to sit through for the next hour and a half. But basically I wanted to talk to you all about my experiences with social networking on my mobile device. Basically, I have 3 applications on my phone. I have LinkedIn, I have Twitter, and I have Facebook. And all of those have their own separate applications on my phone. And I would say I use just about all of them daily. Twitter is a little bit different because my Twitter account, I don't really tweet that much. For Twitter, I usually just use it so that I can get news and information from my sports teams. And it's basically like an app for me to get information almost instantaneously. So let's talk about Facebook for a little while. I'm sure a lot of you have iPhones and Androids with Facebook applications. One of the unique things about the Facebook application that I find is I get a notification every time that someone writes on my wall or has any activity with me on Facebook. It comes into my phone basically like a text message. It's great because as soon as something happens, I find out via text message. There are some disadvantages to that because sometimes you'll get an update and then you get the update as though it's a text message and it's followed up then with an email. Who wants to be notified twice that Joe Schmo wrote on your wall, first via the update and then via the email? Nobody wants that. I mean, it gets very excessive. Luckily, Facebook has been doing a lot of things to try to cut back on the emails. You can actually go in and go to your settings and set it up so that you get less emails for every time somebody writes on your wall. But anyways, Facebook has a bunch of other great features that work on the mobile devices. One of the things that I really like about the iPhone application for Facebook is you can actually do live chat. So I can go onto my Facebook chat and I can talk to people while on my phone, whether I'm on the road, and I don't need Wi-Fi for that. It's any sort of connection. Obviously the messages are transferred a little bit slower based on how quick my connection is, but that's a great feature that Facebook offers. Also with the Facebook application, it's really nice to be able to upload a photo or a video straight from your phone. I know that this summer I worked with Core Golf and I was able to literally upload pictures instantaneously to the Core Golf webpage. So we would have a clinic going on with juniors and the juniors would be out playing. I'd be taking pictures on my phone and I could literally post them directly to Core Golf's Facebook page. That was a great advantage because it was instantaneous. The parents were always following and I'm sure the parents even got the updates on their phones so they could literally see a picture of their kid out playing instantaneously. It's a great feature. Essentially all the applications, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, are just mobilizing that social networking aspect, making everything more instantaneous and quick. It's a great feature. Let's talk about Twitter for a little bit. I don't tweet, as they call it, very much, but my Twitter account for me is basically like having ESPN right in my pocket. I get updates all the time on my favorite sports teams. I'm a big Packer fan and Cubs fan. I remember getting the update for Theo Epstein joining the Cubs. So it's great because you don't need to be watching ESPN and it comes in instantly. So that is a great feature. Also, my boss uses his Twitter account for business. He has people follow him. It's with Core Golf. I don't use mine for business, but one thing that's great about the Twitter applications is one day we were in golf camp this summer and he took a picture of a kid's grip and he tweeted it to his Twitter, and it said in that picture, it said, "Great new grip for a junior." So that's a really cool application. Also with Twitter, you get updates, like I said before, with all the teams. So parents, if they followed my boss Brett on Twitter, they could see the various tweets that he was making about the league, and it's all, like I've said a lot in this presentation, it's all very instantaneous. So that's a great feature. LinkedIn is a totally different ballgame. It's very business related. The application allows you to make connections face to face. So I know a lot of you have been to conferences. Actually, I plan on using this feature while I'm in Atlanta at the conference I'm at. And basically, you exchange business cards all the time with people, but business cards tend to get lost. You might even have some resumes on you and be able to give someone a resume. But with LinkedIn, you can be face-to-face with somebody, and you can share your LinkedIn account from your mobile devices and make that connection face-to-face. That way you don't have to worry about spelling their last name right. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. That is probably the greatest feature on LinkedIn in terms of using it on your mobile device, is you can make a face-to-face connection on LinkedIn and have that connection right there in front of you while they're there. That is an excellent feature for networking. Some of the disadvantages, in my opinion, with social networking on mobile devices, like I said earlier, Facebook gets a little excessive with their emails. I'm sure a lot of you have your email connected to your phone. Like I said earlier, you don't want to be getting constant emails about Facebook and your updates, because that's 2 updates for every post. That gets a little bit excessive. Also, with Twitter, depending on how many people you follow, you don't want to be constantly getting updates on, every little tidbit. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage. I haven't really seen many disadvantages with LinkedIn in terms of networking and the social side of it. But I'm new to LinkedIn and I'm new to that particular application. And for those of you that don't have Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn applications on your iPhones, for those of you that have iPhones, I highly recommend it. It's very advantageous to have that in terms of networking if you're ever at a conference or at a presentation or listening to a speaker. And it just really shows the people that you're around with that you are very tech savvy and you like to do things quickly, which I think every employer would like. Thanks for letting me chime in on the presentation, everybody, and I'll see you Thursday.